100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell raised an army and tried to conquer the world. He was stopped by an unlikely hero, Sheriff Aesop Stormwood. As Hollowell died, he prophesied that he would be reborn twice more and rise again. Stormwood looked him in the eye and said if Hollowell did, his descendants would strike him down. Sheriff Aesop Stormwood went on to form Stormwood and Associates to make sure they'd be ready for Hollowell's returns, a private detective security and federally licensed magic users agency. 25 years ago, Hollowell returned for the first time, and a Stormwood made good on Aesop's promise. But the third coming of Hollowell may not be so far in the future. But the young Raz Stormwood just might know it's coming, and she plans to be ready. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the team has decided to find out what exactly is in Kel's soulstone and what exactly the quote-unquote football, the big magical item they got a while back, what they are. And to do that, they've decided to go after the bounty on this man named Mikhail Enris, also known as the Artificer, a fugitive technomancer who might just have the answers they want. They found that his credit card had been used at Fred's Bar and Taco Shack in the town of Morris in the state of Helada. So the team went out there, and when they got there, they found on security footage that it wasn't Mikhail Enris who used the credit card, but a young woman named Sheila who worked locally in the town, according to Dave, the owner of Fred's Bar and Taco Shack. After a little bit of social media research, NK found Sheila's place of employment and her home address. And the team decided to first check out her place of employment, which apparently is the Used Furniture and Supply Company, formerly Phil's Used Furniture and Supply Company. And the team has entered the store, and, well, that's where we've gotten. Oh, and Bill is currently using magical disguise to pretend to be a young woman. That's probably relevant for what's about to happen. Maybe. So, are you going to walk up to the counter with the bell, or are you going to...
I'm going to let someone else take the lead on this one. I'm profoundly embarrassed.
Oh, are you still a girl, by the way?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I am.
It's not a bad look. I mean, you kind of pull it off.
Thank you.
You just launched 1,000 ships.
If there's a problem, they can solve it. If you need to find someone, they can do it. Stormwood and Associates is a detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. If you need help, they'll be there. But don't get in their way, or else you'll get caught in the eye of the storm. So, who wants to hit the bell?
Not it.
Not it.
I'll do it.
Okay, Babbitt. You saunter back to the counter. You gonna hit the bell for me?
Yep, I'm gonna hit the bell.
Ding!
Ding, ding.
Just a moment! You hear someone call from behind. There's a curtain. There's like a doorway to a back area that has just kind of like a loose curtain over it. You hear some shuffling back there, and a A young dwarven woman walks out, she climbs a couple of steps behind the counter and ends up at counter level. She looks down at you, Babbitt. Welcome to the used furniture and supply. How can I help you? Are you interested in buying one of our wonderful pieces today?
I would love to hear about them.
Well, what are you interested in? Are you looking for things for the living room, for the dining room, for the bedroom? She winks at you. She has a lovely braided beard.
Yeah.
She has a lovely braid in her beard. Some flowers in it.
All right. Yes, I think bedroom.
Oh, okay. She climbs down the little steps that she has behind the counter, walks you over to a corner of the store. Now we have these lovely headboards that we just got in. I will say they did used to be in a motel that half of it burned down, but this was in the half that didn't burn down. And we do have this lovely nightstand that goes with this. Just the one. We don't have a match set, that is true. But it's not too different from this other piece we have, and she gestures to a nightstand that is roughly the same color, but like a completely different style hardware on the drawer on it, and I think that if you're looking for something like, are you looking for like a dresser? Are you looking for like a headboard? Are you looking for like, what are you looking for? What will zhuzh up your life?
Oh wow. I think maybe a dresser, perhaps.
Dresser. Okay, so are we looking for, what size dresser are we looking for? Is it something, are we looking for a large, full-size dresser? So you're a goblin, so like me...
my clothes are small, yes.
Well, no, but also like me, those taller dressers that are designed mostly for humans and elves are just a little too high, and you can never get to the top shelf. So we've got these nicer lower height units that they're wider, so you can still get a high number of drawers in there. And they can also double as a vanity, and they pair very well with a mirror. So, and we have a couple of different items. She guides you over to like further down, and it's an okay looking dresser. It has all of its hardware, which you can't say about everything in the store. So we have something nice like this, and I will say, before you start looking at the price, we do have some really nice layaway and installment plans, and we're willing to work with, payments and anything like that. And again, this is a lovely piece. As you can see, it has all 6 of its drawers. It is lower, so people like you and me, she smiles, who can't necessarily reach high things, you can access all of the storage space in a unit like this. It is just absolutely wonderful.
It sounds amazing.
Great. Now, have you shopped with us here before?
I've not.
Okay, and so we offer a couple of different options on delivery. If you can pick it up yourself if you really want, but we do offer a couple of different delivery solutions. What area would you be having? Like, where is the domicile this would be like living at? Like, do you need delivery services?
Oh, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I actually haven't moved here quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for apartments.
Okay.
In the area.
Okay, but so you will be local.
I will be local. Yes.
All right. So a really fun thing we have is layaway, where you make installments before we actually deliver the goods. So you could purchase this today and make your first payment of just $29.99. Make that first payment today, and then you could then pay off in installments month by month until you are ready to move. And that way, the day that you move into your place, if you schedule your delivery for then, we can do that.
Maybe.
I also would like to interest you in our extended warranty program. Obviously, most items as we sell them as is. If you opt for an additional $59.99, we will insure the item for up to 4 years, and barring anything but fire or magical destruction, obviously, and insect infestation. Insect infestation is right out. We would cover this item for 4 years. If something goes wrong, we would either repair or replace the item. Is that something you'd be interested in?
I'm really not sure.
I mean, let me tell you that as you know, Morris, we're a town where interesting things happen. I mean, you're moving here, you know that. And, the number of times that people's, that incidents occur in this town where, maybe, a gunshot goes off or,
Oh, sure.
It's damage like that to a dresser unit can be really expensive to deal with. And I promise you, within the first 6 months, that $59.99 will have paid for itself. Is that could I really, really think you should consider it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You said weird stuff happens in this town. I'm fine with a gunshot, once in a while, but what kind of weird stuff are you talking about?
Well, okay, so direct magical destruction is not covered by our extended warranty, obviously. If a magical spell were to hit the dresser directly, that would not be covered. But say one hits the foundation of your home or the apartment building and the building collapses and the dresser is damaged in that collapse, the collapse would be considered the source of the damage, and that would be covered.
Okay, maybe I'm not clear on this town. I thought it was, just a nice, quaint, desert little town. But
there are like 6 brothels within a 10-minute drive of here. What are you talking about?
I mean, yes, quaint. But you seem to be indicating that, there's just magic crap going on all over the place.
Well, I mean, you've read a newspaper, right?
Yes.
Is that just me, or is this trip getting more exciting?
I mean, it's Morris. Everybody knows about Morris.
Right. Yeah.
The town was originally founded for the mob to launder money. They made 3 movies about it.
Yeah, but
there's
that was
a
long
Netflix
time ago.
series.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, when it was, but come on, there was the big arrest in 2003 that took down 3 families.
I was very young.
You have wise eyes, though.
Heck yeah, pound it.
Oh, God. You know what? Babbitt burst out laughing at that.
She looks a little offended as you just burst out laughing at her, as far as she knows.
Yep.
I mean, look, if you're moving to this town and you don't know about the history of police corruption in this town and the mob and it's not terrible. It's for most of us, but yeah, sometimes if there's this town was built as a waypoint on smuggling runs.
Maybe I need to rethink this move. I don't know.
I mean, it's not a terrible place to be. There's some fun people. She kind of twirls her finger around her beard. I can see that you're not really sold on this dresser.
I thought I was.
I will say I do have some interesting pieces in the back that we haven't put out in the display floor yet. She winks at you.
Okay. Sure. Maybe I'd like to see them.
She kind of gives you a little flirty shoulder thing. Okay. She starts walking towards the back and glances over her shoulder at you.
Over comms. You should probably turn off your comms. If you're going through with this.
Get me out of this.
I mean, everyone else is in the store.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just goes,
Maybe.
Just go for it, man. It's an experience.
Maybe someone else needs help.
I'm good.
Excuse me. Could someone help me, please?
She kind of sighs. The dwarven woman sighs. Yes.
So I'm lost. This is I really need directions. I thought that this was the furniture place I was looking for, but I maybe it's not. Are there other furniture places in this town?
I mean, there's a bunch. I mean,
Just give me a quick rundown. I'm just a little bit lost.
God damn it. Well, I mean, there's a couple of big box stores out by the mall. I mean, and we say mall, but it's like 3 shops in a strip mall, and that's enclosed. It's air conditioned. It's nice. There's a McDonald's and a McDaniel's.
Fembill is half listening, but is kind of motioning over at Bavitt subtly as they can, hey, if you want out, this is.
Bavitt will slink on out of there.
Okay. She looks disappointed as she sees you leave. I mean, so there are a bunch of other furniture stores in the area. I don't know how much. This is really awkward. You just asked me for my competition. Do we not have? What you're looking for?
I'm really sorry. My friend was supposed to be here, and I don't.
Well, who's
see
your friend,
her.
hon? She puts her hand on your elbow. Who's your friend, hon?
What was the name of the person we're looking for? Out of character.
You're looking for Sheila.
It's I really thought Sheila worked here, and
Sheila? I mean, okay, actually, first I gotta. What was your roll? Was a 5 before? Okay, she rolled a 4. You're fine. So there is someone with that name who works here. We don't usually disclose employee information. I'm really sorry.
I know. It's just that she's a sorority sister in that.
Oh, I don't think you've got the right person. Sheila has not gone to college.
Really? I guess not then. My bad. I'm really sorry.
Sheila Williams has not gone to college. She's just laughing. She's the thought she's going to college.
Ouch, that seems kind of
really
mean
hard
to
right
your
now.
coworker.
My
Did
employee?
she do something wrong?
I'm sorry. My employee. I'm the owner.
Oh,
It's
excuse me.
yeah. It's no I mean, she's not dumb. I hired her. She's just like she's never left this town, and this isn't a college town, kid.
Well, yeah, but it wouldn't be the first time that someone left a town to go look for something in the future, and then
Right.
had to come back home for whatever reason.
But she opened for me this morning, and I hired her straight out of high school. Well, I mean, my husband hired her straight out of high school. There are many things wrong with... My ex-husband hired her straight out of high school.
Oh. I feel like I might have ripped some scabs open, and I'm sorry about that. I should probably leave.
Oh, okay. Are you sure, though? I mean, we've got this...
Yeah,
I mean, are you sure you're not looking for any furniture? I mean, a young woman such as yourself, I'm betting you're just getting out into the world on your own, especially in college. We have a wonderful selection of futon frames that are all very good condition. Very good condition.
Let's see.
Great, let me show you this. Okay, so this is one of our nicer models. It's again, we sell the mattresses separately, which is why we don't have one on here right now, but we can order you a mattress. And obviously it's because different people like different quality of mattresses on their futon. Some like them firmer, some like them softer, and we have examples that we have in case, and I can show you exactly how that would affect your price. But so, as you can see, it's a nice wooden frame. We have these nice fold-up tables on the side, these extended end table-like things that kind of fold up on the side, but you can fold them down, so if you need to put it in like a tighter space, a smaller apartment or a smaller dorm room, they fold down flat, don't take up space. But if you do find yourself moving into a larger space down the road, you can fold them up, and suddenly you don't need end tables. You have them right there. It's great. The futon she's showing you is... it's in pretty good condition. It's wood. About half the slats don't look like they're the original slats to it, like they are replacement pieces of wood, but it looks sturdy. Something like this is exactly what any modern young woman needs when she's going out into the world for the first time. It gives you a nice couch in your living room. If you don't have a bed yet, it works well for that. And if you do have a bed, it works great as a guest bed in your living space. And so, also,
I'd have to talk to my parents about a little bit of extra money, but yeah.
Let me tell you, it is
really
a
nice.
wise investment. Because what, you still probably, I mean, I don't want to be offensive, but you probably still have a twin bed.
How did you know?
See, someone like you, I know, a woman knows.
Are you psychic?
What I'm saying is if you have a nice young gentleman caller over, or a lady, I don't make any judgments. It's the 21st century, but you want to have someone over. If you just have that twin bed, it is just so cramped. And I mean, it's cramped for me, and I'm a dwarf, okay? Like, I can't imagine what it would be like for you. Something like this would give you kind of space to have fun with someone. She winks.
Yeah, Bill. Okay, so I'm just kind of playing along. What is everyone else doing during this? Because I've decided to run interference, so you guys could,
I don't know, Raz, what are you doing?
Probably just looking at stuff.
NK is going to okay, so I'm gonna make a couple of rolls here. Well, I'm gonna re-roll that because it was the same thing twice. All right, NK's gonna try to slip behind the counter while you're doing this, and she does not get noticed. Okay, good. Let me tell you, a futon like this is exactly what you need. It is classy, yet functional, and it says I'm young and haven't had to worry about how much I've had to drink the night before.
tell you what, can I call up my parents?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And here, let me give you my card. She hands you a business card. It is
Is it a nice business card or is it
well,
kind of a crappy-looking
it's a
business
nice
card?
business card, but it's a nice business card, but it still says Phil's Used Furniture and Supply, and Phil is crossed out on the business card.
Oof, da.
Just like with red ink.
Ah, that's so DIY.
Look, I will tell you this. You should have, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this with seriousness, and I want you to listen to me. You are young. You should have fun. You should enjoy yourself and enjoy your youth. Do not tie yourself down to the first man who comes along who owns a furniture store. Because you may end up owning that furniture store, but also there's going to be a string of young women who he sleeps with across town, and then you end up with a venereal disease. Don't tie yourself down. You understand me?
Yes, I do.
Good. Okay. Men are garbage.
I dodged a bullet there.
Men are garbage to be used for fun and discarded like a Kleenex. Okay. And that's why you need a futon, baby. Can't blow your nose if you don't got a box.
That is so wise. All right, I'm going to actually call my parents, and hopefully I can swing back by here. Thank you very much.
AK has slid out from behind the counter. It's just sort of trying to nonchalantly walk out the door.
I'm going to exit the place while pretending to look at my phone to talk to my parents. I'm going to, and as soon as I am out of range and find Babbitt, hey, did you hear that?
I heard that.
Yeah, I helped you dodge a bullet there.
I think it would have been a good experience.
I disagree.
I liked her. Rez, are you still at the store?
Apparently, because everybody else, left.
You're still in the store. You hear NK over comms. I found nothing useful.
So we got this young woman's last name, and Babbitt almost got a venereal disease. Good to know.
I mean, I'm assuming that she's probably gotten treated for it, right?
I'm not making every assumption I've made about this town so far has been wrong, so I'm not playing that game. I'm 0 for 4 or 5 at this point.
So, Raz,
Yeah.
the dwarven woman has walked up to you. Hi, can I help you look at anything today?
No, thanks. I was just browsing.
Okay. Well, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, rocks to throw, you can direct them at me. I'm here to help. And,
Okay, yeah,
we don't work on commission here. I'm the store owner. I'm going to go home either way. So, just let me know. And we can, do you have any questions about, I see you looking at the dining room chairs here. Do you have any questions about them that I can answer for you, or?
No, I was just looking. I was actually spending some time in here waiting for my friend to get done. And I'm going to look at my phone, know what time it is, and I think say they should be getting done soon. So I'll swing by again. You have a very nice store. Thank you so much.
I understand. I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember,
you too.
If you need furniture, you can get your fill at, welcome to Used Furniture and Supply.
Yep, thanks, bye.
Okay.
I'm not falling for these long Midwestern goodbye. Eric does them all the time.
how is it that I have failed every attempt I've made to try to make sense of this, and I still feel like I've gotten more information than anyone else?
I mean,
because Trey makes it very hard to get information out of NPC.
look, you walk into a retail store. I worked retail for 3 years, man. I'm going to sell you on everything. You engage with a sales clerk, you get a sales clerk. All right, so Sheila wasn't here, but we have her home address. Yeah, but I found the schedules, and like it was not helpful unless we feel like coming in tomorrow morning. And she's opening tomorrow. That's not really helpful. And but we have her address, I already had her address. We just
but
had
also,
to guess.
How helpful is going in there and being like, hey, family of this person who we think might have a connection to a dangerous necromancer. Sure wish we knew what that connection was.
Technomancer. He's a technomancer, not a necromancer.
Oh, pardon me.
I mean, it's kind of a big difference.
Yes, it is.
One of them's really creepy. Because you know what they say that necromancers do with those things that they...
Yes, I'm very well aware.
Like, I heard one who made a bunch of them, like, reenact, like, the second half of a chorus line. Like, who does just the second half?
I got nothing.
All right. So we've got her home. We can go to her house? Her apartment?
Let's do that.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only lead we have right now, so.
Yeah. All right, so you guys pile into the SUV. It's not that long a drive to the apartment. The apartment building is kind of shaped like a horseshoe around a pool. The pool is drained and empty, and there's a literal tumbleweed sitting in the bottom of the empty pool. And it's with a chain link fence around it saying keep out of just the pool area. The rest of the apartment building it's 2 stories. The apartment's all open to the outside with a catwalk going around the second floor. She has one of the first floor units. And there's a parking lot in front of the building that you can park in.
Huh.
So yeah, I think her apartment's in the corner over there. Like, not the corner apartment, but like the apartment next to the corner on the right.
Well, I suppose we should go do a stakeout, huh?
Might as well.
I mean, okay. Or we could knock on the door.
All right, if we're knocking on any doors, we want to be prepared for what we're going to say, so this isn't weirder than it already has been.
I mean, I could do my FBI disguise, but that would just scare them.
I mean, we're trying to figure out how she got the credit card of a known criminal.
Yeah, that part. Like, what are we going to do for that? Is Raz just going to be... Do you need me to turn Raz into, like, Burt Macklin?
I still have my disguise ability.
You do. You do. You are a spy. So
Yeah.
you are a soldier now, but you've re-archetyped from spy and investigator. So you have all those abilities. So you can.
Yeah, I'm a soldier spy.
Your disguise is better than Bill's. People can roll to challenge Bill's. You still have to look like a human-shaped person, but you know, like you can't, make your clothes different. But yeah.
Man, I'm tempted to just go knock on the door and be straight with her, because it's not her we're looking for, it's the dude.
No, yeah, it's then
True.
I'm on board with that.
And we're not even there to get him in trouble. We actually need his help.
Yeah.
Also true.
We're not a threat to him.
Hey, could you guys just give me a sec? Bill does a little flourish and turns back into a regular-looking Bill. I feel like Kelly made enough damage around town today. I don't need anyone associating us with her right now.
I don't know. I kind of liked Kelly.
I mean,
Kelly's nice.
It wasn't terrible.
The only thing is, how are we gonna convince him to help us?
Convince her or him? Oh, yeah, the guy? I mean, I don't know. We can just say, hey, could you help us? Or we could take you in. Your choice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, we can tell him that he can help us, and it can be the easy way or the hard way.
Cool.
It's not like he doesn't have options.
We're good people, right?
Mostly.
We do murder a lot. A lot.
Let's try not to kill anyone. Okay?
Yay!
We can try.
No promises.
By the way, Bill, what is your furniture situation like at home? You were sleeping under the desk. Do you need, a futon or a bed at home?
Oh, no, I've got stuff at home. I just sometimes get obsessed at work, and I was watching this documentary about Japanese workaholics, and I realized that they do that all the time. And if, an entire continent of unhealthy workaholics have a system that works, I might as well, steal a page from them.
Is that a system that works? Or is that an unhealthy behavior that perpetuates a negative system that risks workers' healths and livelihoods?
Probably the latter. But,
It's important that you take your time off, buddy.
I take time off. There was that time I got really sick and they fought someone in a warehouse, I think.
Sick leave policy and, PTO and vacation day stuff is actually fine here. You can just take days off. There are too many people sleeping in that office on a regular basis.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I mean, I'm afraid that if Brian stopped eating the coffee, that maybe he'd start sleeping there. I mean, I assume during the daytime.
We don't think about that too much. I'm not sure where he sleeps.
Well, I assumed at his mom's.
I mean, she keeps track of him, but...
Okay, so... We're gonna go knock on the door?
Yep.
Okay, so who's going to the front door? So Raz is going. Who's going with Raz?
I feel like I look official enough, sort of.
Babbitt will stay behind for backup.
NK gets out of the car and she says, I'm just gonna stand here by the car.
Suit yourself.
All right. So, Raz and Bill, you guys walk up to her apartment door. So the way the apartments are, the doors and also like living room windows face out this direction of the apartments, towards the central courtyard. Her curtains are drawn, so you can't really see in, but you can see like the edge of light around the curtains, so clearly like somebody's home. And so there is a doorbell. There is like a little like peephole, like obviously someone could look through the thing. So Raz, you said, are you disguising yourself?
I could, but I don't really have to.
Right. I'm just checking.
Yeah. I mean, I could disguise myself as much as, like, having a fake police badge and, like, just in case. Just looking like a plainclothes, like, police officer.
Okay, so you want to make yourself... so you're going to use disguise to make sure that you appear like a plainclothes police officer, but you're not disguising your face.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Okay. That's an important note, because, like, if, say, someone sees you now and then sees you later, that they'd be able to recognize you or something. Or if they'd seen you earlier and then see you now. So, that's information I need. Okay. So, you guys approach the door. Clearly someone's home, but you can't see inside. What are you doing?
I'm gonna knock on it.
Okay. Well, there's also a doorbell, so you could have... All right, you knock on the door. Who is it? You hear through the muffled door.
Don't say Burt Macklin. Don't say Burt Macklin. Don't say Burt Macklin.
Sorry, that was Gen. Hi, we heard you were a friend of Mikhail Enris, and we're looking for him. I wondered if you can give us some information.
Just a minute. I just stepped out of the shower. Roll me a D10, Raz.
Yep.
Oh boy.
8.
You hear like a lot of like shuffled movement from behind the door.
Ah, crap.
All right.
Do I kick the door down? I could.
Yeah, it's like you hear like shuffled movement, and it's getting like both like it sounds like it's moving away from the door.
I go over comms and tell Babbitt and NK to watch the windows of the apartment.
Well, so they're at the open end of the U.
Right.
They are not near the actual apartment, but Babbitt, roll me a D10.
8.
Okay. I'll just take a moment for that to kick in. That was a good roll, Babbitt.
Okay.
It's just going to take a moment for it to happen. All right. Eventually, you hear like a crash inside the apartment.
There we go.
Are you guys doing anything at the door?
Bill, should I just break the door down?
Just break the door down.
Breaking the door down? We're breaking the door down.
We're breaking the door down.
Okay, are you
the
doing
door.
this as a sweep move?
Yes.
All right. Describe me a
Yeah,
sweet kicking the door down scene.
Yep.
Do you want me to describe it, or do you want to describe it?
Oh,
I can do it.
I don't know if she's gonna draw her gun, but she's definitely gonna like do the like high kick, heel of the foot by the doorknob. kick in. Because that's
Okay.
going to be the weakest point.
All right. Does everyone agree that worked?
Yee. Yes.
All right, I agree. All right, so I will describe what happens. Raz, you get gun out, you lift up your combat boot, do the dramatic lifted, kick the door open. We get the shot from inside as the door splinters off, and the apartment is just slightly darker than the outside, so you get the nice beamed silhouette of Bill and Raz. Raz, as you look into the apartment, it's kind of a mess. No piece of furniture is matched. It doesn't look like it's been trashed. It looks like the person who lives here is a slob. There's just bottles and spare empty food containers everywhere. Very nice futon. Are you going to go further into the apartment?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, as you reach
If Bill goes, I go.
As you reach the back of the apartment, you arrive at a very messy bedroom, which is literally a mattress on the ground, dirty clothes everywhere, and the first floor window is broken. And this point, as you guys reach the back of the apartment, Babbitt, you notice a young blonde woman in pajama pants, bunny slippers, and a t-shirt carrying a duffel bag and just running towards the parking lot, who had come from behind the building.
Okay, I hit the gas and bring it screeching to a halt right in front of her.
All right, roll me a d10.
8.
All right, as you pull off, you forget that NK was leaning on the car, and she doesn't end up getting hurt, but just kind of falls over.
Yep.
So you stop the car directly in front of her.
Yes.
All right. So Sheila is standing there in pajama pants, a t-shirt, and pink bunny slippers, holding a duffel bag. She's going to turn, and she is going to attempt to run around the car. Roll initiative.
Everybody.
12.
Yeah,
Oh.
everybody roll initiative.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy, this is a bad roll.
What do you get, Bill?
It's plus swiftness. Yep. Then yeah, oof. I got 9.
Okay.
It's a bad roll.
Raz?
13.
So Sheila is gonna start running. Raz, we're at you. You're in the apartment.
Mm-hmm. Can I see her out the window she busted through?
Not directly, no, because she kind of turned a little bit, so she's in front. It's clear she ran out this way. Someone could yell something over comms.
I mean, I'm gonna yell.
Get it out the window.
She's in the parking lot.
Freaking stop her!
On it.
All right. So Raz, are you gonna get out of the apartment?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge in after her. I'm going.
All right. Babbitt, we're at you. Sheila is currently running.
Away from what direction?
So you pulled the car in front of her. You were sideways, right?
Yes.
So she's running towards, so your car was parked in front of her. I gotta think about was your car, how was your car facing compared to the building when you pull in front of her? Are you, so say the building is to the north of us, right? Just relative directions here. Say the building's to the north, she was running south. Is your car pointed west or east?
East.
East. Then she's going to run west.
Okay. Then I get out of the car and run after her.
All right. So you can catch up to her in this turn. Are you going to do anything when you get to her?
Tackle her.
You're going to tackle her. Okay, so we got to roll that as an attack.
Yep.
So that's going to be a bare hands attack. So I need 1d10 plus your 1d10 plus your bare hands plus your level.
7.
All right, that hits. You do manage to get to her. Let's see if you do any damage to her. So give me 1d10 plus your bare hands.
9.
Okay. She's not fodder, so you didn't kill her or anything.
Okay, good.
So yeah, she just took 5 damage. She just goes, oof, falls to the ground. All right, that brings us to Bill.
All right. I awkwardly jumped out the window to try to follow.
Okay. So are you running down the building?
To me?
You can see the front end of the SUV in the distance. You can get out to the parking lot within a turn, I'll say.
All right. I'm gonna try to head that way then.
All right. So as you get out there, you can see that Babbitt is on top of this woman in the parking lot. NK is going to obviously get herself up from having fallen over. And she's going to draw a pistol out of her bag. No, wait, she doesn't have her bag on her. Her bag's in the car. Why would she have her bag on her? And she's not wearing her hoodie. Yeah, she's going to run over and just, try to... NK's going to run up to where Babbitt has tackled the young woman and look like she's about to do something and then just kind of stop with, her arms out to the side because she doesn't know what to do. Because you're currently, grappling with her.
Yep.
Okay, and Sheila then is going to try to push you off of her, which is going to be a bare hands attack on you, Babbitt. So let me... 5 plus... So does a 7 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So she does. Do you? If she does 2 damage, do you soak all of it?
I do.
You do. I really hope you do. She rolled a 1 on her damage roll. So she kind of tries to push you back, and because she doesn't do any damage, I'm going to say that doesn't get her out of being pinned. Raz, we're at you.
How far away am I from them?
You're still in the apartment, aren't you?
I thought I was running out.
Oh, you're running out? Okay. Then you have reached the parking lot. And you can see Babbitt currently pinning this young woman to the ground in a parking lot, and NK just kind of standing over it, not knowing what to do with her arms out.
I'm gonna run up to them. I'm gonna help Babbitt pin her down, and I'm gonna talk to her.
All right, what are you gonna say?
Look, we're not gonna turn Mikhail in. We need his help.
Mikhail? No, that's not a good voice. Mikhail? The name on the... What?
Did you hear me when I talked to you through the door?
Look, I got rid of the card. I got rid of the cards. I don't have them anymore.
Where did you get the card?
I'm not telling you anything.
I cocked the gun and put it on the ground near her head.
Starts crying.
Oh, jeez.
This
Where'd you get the card?
Boss?
Yeah.
That kid's glancing over at, like, the street. The people are, like, driving by. I'm just like, I don't, maybe this is not the best place to have this conversation?
Gen's first instinct is to tell NK to bring out her phone and make it look like we're filming a movie.
Is that what you're gonna say to NK?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Looks like a snuff film. Okay. Close our phone.
We
Babbitt,
don't want you. We just want to know where the dude who you had the card of is. We want him, not you.
Why the hell? Why the hell should I tell you?
I have a loaded gun next to your head, and this dude could save
And I've seen your face,
the
so I know
world
exactly.
from the apocalypse.
You don't think I've dealt with your type before?
And what exactly is my type?
People who think they can just take what they want. Your fancy shoes and your nice hair and all that. And this asshole in his tie.
I would've... You want a tie? I'll get you a fucking tie.
Maybe we're looking at this the wrong way.
I would have asked nicely, but you decided to run. Why did you decide to run?
Are you
Where
a
did you
cop?
get the card?
Are you a cop? If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
That's true. I've heard it.
Dang.
Maybe.
Look,
It'd be interesting and fun either if I said yes or no. Any input from my teammates? Should I pretend to be a cop or just be all out straight?
Yeah, we're cops.
Bullshit.
My flash or my badge. It's on the inside of my coat.
Then I've got rights.
look, Enris is in some real trouble right now.
I don't even know
And-
who he is. Just
What?
just took the cards.
From where?
From my neighbor.
Is he
Your
your
neighbor?
neighbor?
I figured he stole them. I just wanted to have a nice night out.
That's totally cool. Alright.
Wait, that's total. Why? You just said you were cops?
Yeah, but like we're the kind of cops that focus on like the way heavier stuff than credit card theft, which you still shouldn't do. But
I'm not saying anything else until I see a lawyer and this goblin gets the hell off me.
Fine. I'm a PI. I've been sent to find this guy. Babbitt, get off her. She's fine. Let's go search around the neighbors. Maybe this guy's one of them.
Babbitt gets off her.
She gets up, dusts herself off. She kind of shoves Babbitt. Fucking asshole.
You're the one that ran.
Yeah. Because there were people who were willing to throw me to the ground and put a gun to my head. Give me one good reason not to run right now.
This isn't good terrain. You're in a state of duress, so you might fall and actually hurt yourself.
She spits at you, Bill.
Rude.
Fucking rich boys like you always coming into town, think you own everything.
Hey, what? Oh my god.
Your fancy clothes.
You can get all of what I'm wearing at Goodwill.
The Goodwill in this town.
Okay.
There is no goodwill in this town.
My name is Trey Dorn, and I was your GM for this episode. Joining me, as always, were Nick Izumi as Bill, Kyle Johnson as Babbitt, and, of course, Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood. Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network. And that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Feywild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but like, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Feywild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.